Hi, so this is my testimonial to MuleSoft. My name is Gaurav, and I have been playing a role of architect and senior developer for TIPCO in my organization. I have been associated in TIPCO middleware for almost 11 years now, and I have realized that MuleSoft is gaining a good market share within the middleware, for some very good reasons. So that is how I started learning about MuleSoft integration, ESBs, and APIs. Uh, the moment I realized that MuleSoft has that capability of getting through very robust and scalable APIs in the market, that is what is very much commendable. Also, MuleSoft champions is what they have launched, what MuleSoft has launched, and that is driving a lot and lot of developers, senior developers, architects to have a look at it and then get encouraged to learn or grow into MuleSoft exponentially. So, talking about the IoT, obviously, MuleSoft has lots and lots of connectors with which you can definitely, do a lot of nice things in IoT. Connect more and more devices and more, enable those devices for the Internet of Things. So using Raspberry Pi or something else. So it doesn't have to be something specific, because MuleSoft itself has lot connectors, including MQTT, which is not available with other messaging or other integration products. So on the other hand, I have also looked at the Anypoint Studio. I have taken their training. I have been certified in the MuleSoft integration and API, and I'm moving towards the MCA, the architect, as well. And it is very simple, easy to learn. Obviously, it is the same IDE as we have been using in Java and other areas. So it is very much familiar, and it is pretty much robust. You have Exchange to download the connectors. It is pretty easy to understand. Using MuleSoft on the API scale is also pretty much easy. Cloud Hub, on the other hand, is like very good scalable product, which is going very good in market right now. So I'm very happy to learn about MuleSoft, and I would I give all the very best to MuleSoft. I hope growing into MuleSoft, in the next few years. Thank you very much. Okay, so this lecture is all about integrating Mule and ActiveMQ. So, if you guys are familiar with ActiveMQ, it's another messaging server similar to EMS and RabbitMQ and other messaging layer. So here we will try to do integration with Mule in very simple steps. My name is Gaurav. I have over 10 plus years of experience in messaging and integrating with TIPCO and Mule. So let's begin. So here are the steps for the ActiveMQ. You can find this in SlideShare as well. So just want to go through these steps. So first and foremost step will be the installation of ActiveMQ. So you can go to this location and then download the archives, whichever version you need. So I have used ActiveMQ 5.0. and you'll find that archive here. I've given the link here. So 5.0.0, it will be a zip file, so you have to just export that zip file into your system. Moving ahead, once you export that zip file into your system, you have to enable the GUI. So here, unlike RabbitMQ, you don't have to enable as such, like you don't have to put forward a command to enable it. It's simply that once you start the server, the GUI will be enabled. So for starting that GUI, what you have to do is go to that location wherever you have installed. So if you see here, Apache ActiveMQ, so this is how it will be seen. Go to the bin location, and this will be the bad file what you will activate. So once you go here, I think I have opened it, so here it is. So once you go here, select ActiveMQ. Once you do that, there should not be any much issues for starting up. So if you see here, it will give you all the URLs. So this is the TCP URL which will be used for all the connections within Mule. Default port is 61616, and for the GUI, this will be the ActiveMQ GUI user interface. This is the URL. 0.0.0.0 is nothing but your local host. So go to HTTP localhost, and then 8161 is the default port. So if I see here, sorry. So this is the ActiveMQ screen. So if you go to the queues, I have created a test queue, so you can say any queue. So once you come here, you'll be able to see the message ID and all that. So you can also browse that queue. So similar to you can create a topic as well, and then similarly you'll be able to see and send and to that particular topic. So there are varieties of I'll not go in deeper into it. These are all the properties of the message. So you'll be able to set it and then send it across. So sending a JMS message, you could also send it to the queue as well, and just select it as queue here. So it's pretty much simple. There's nothing much going on onto this user interface. If you want to see all the subscribers for your ActiveMQ, you'll be able to see that here, and then you can create a durable subscriber here as well. So yeah, these are the functionalities of the ActiveMQ GUI. Going back to the so we have talked about this one. We have talked about creating a queue. Going to the steps for Mule, it is all straightforward. If you see the Mule, so I have created a couple of processes, one for sending and one for receiving. I'll not go deeper into how to create HTTP and all that. So it is pretty much simple. So just give the path here, and setting the payload, whatever you want to send it onto the JMS queue. Just set it out, and JMS for ActiveMQ, you need to configure the JMS connector, and for ActiveMQ setup, the minimum requirement is the queue name and the connector configuration. So connector configuration, when you do plus sign, you will see the JMS ActiveMQ. So you have to select the ActiveMQ. So I've already selected it here. Go here, and then this is the broker URL for ActiveMQ. So localhost 61616 is the default port for ActiveMQ. Username and password you don't have to specify, because by default you don't need to give it. If you want to set it up, you can set it up at ActiveMQ, and then once you set up at ActiveMQ, you can come and set it up here. So I'm not going to show that because this is these are the simple steps just to configure ActiveMQ and Mule. Uh, so once you do this, there's no test connection as such, so you should be good. Click OK, and then come out of this. You are able to simply run this one, and it will be sent to this particular queue. So it is one-way traffic, so it will not wait for anything else. So once you send it across, then you'll be able to see the message onto this particular queue. You will see the number of pending messages here as 1, and message received as 1 here. So coming back to how to receive the message from the ActiveMQ, similarly there is no much difference. The same queue you have to specify, and one way, and same connector configuration, and that's all. That should take care of it. So you'll be able to see that message, you can log that message, or or do the further processing of that message. So that is what the configuration is all about in between Mule and ActiveMQ. I hope you liked the session. It is a quick session on ActiveMQ and Mule, how to integrate it. Please feel free to leave comments or questions. Thank you so much.